Well, now, it's hard enough to imagine the rebuilding of New Orleans, but one small town just down the coast from here has been virtually wiped off the map. A place flattened, left with no power, no phones, no way out. 90% of homes and businesses in the Mississippi town of Waveland were destroyed when the eye of the storm passed right through it, as our correspondent Jonathan Rugman found out. He joins me now from nearby Gulfport.
John, the centre of Waveland looks as much of the American South must have looked after the Civil War. It has been levelled to the ground. Many of its occupants are now sleeping under canvas, still stunned by what has happened to them. In a moment, my report from Waveland, but first, this was President Bush talking about the town today and clearly shocked by what he'd seen there.
And, you know, I was with the mayor of Waveland the other day from Mississippi. His town was completely destroyed. What I'm interested in is helping that man and that community get back on their feet. That's where my focus is.
It's the dawn of a new day in Waveland, once a seaside town of 7,000 people, now flattened, ripped to shreds, wiped off the map. Entire avenues reduced to rubble. At least 50 dead here, some of them found clinging for safety to the branches of trees. A few hungry pets now searching for owners who fled.
Beautiful morning.
But Brian Malaire is staying put, keeping as tidy as he can what's left of his home.
On the second and third stories.
Brian's mother died in the storm. His dog Rocky didn't.
Rocky, it was on my arm like this when we swam out. He's not much of a swimmer because his little legs are too short. But he was with me. He made it through the whole ordeal. Rocky, good luck. Say hello to everybody.
Getting ready to make some more coffee here.
Christian groups have given Brian food, and he now camps beneath the stars, still marvelling at how he survived a surge of ocean water 25 feet high.
I think how I survived, I was above this. I was up to the top of that pole. You see, I would say about 25 feet.
What were you doing up there?
I was swimming. I had my little dog in one arm, and I'm paddling with the other, going with the current, trying to stay away from debris and houses and whatever that were piled up over here. When the red's out, that's on.
Brian shares a gun with a friend to protect themselves from looters.
He gets it back at night for looters, yes. He protects himself with that.
His property has no buildings insurance. His family couldn't afford it. But he's still house proud and upbeat. You're sweeping the floor today. Why are you doing that when you haven't got any walls?
Well, you know, this is home. We have we like to keep it nice and clean. I mean, this is where we live right now. We have no other place to go. I mean, we have company come by all the time, so we like to keep it presentable.
1 mile back, and Brian's former neighbours have pitched their tents in the car park of a shopping mall, picking through Salvation Army boxes in search of clothes that might fit. 3 months ago, these soldiers were running convoys across Iraq. Now they're forming an outdoor supermarket checkout, the food free and donated by Walmart. Every day, the feeding of at least 3,000.
We're not doing any type of injections here. That will be done at the Hancock Hospital.
And this is the local chemist, a medicine man so vital here that he and his drugs have to be protected from desperate looters. What kind of medical problems have you encountered?
Most people lost their medicine in the flood. If you look over, like at the store over there, we had as much as 15 feet of water here. So anyone who lived from here towards the Gulf, their houses were completely underwater, completely destroyed. So they have no medicine for their heart, blood pressure, diabetes.
We just got back down here yesterday.
But shortage of medicine isn't Susan Sintermont's priority. It's how to fit her family of 6 inside this tent, with another 4 relatives arriving tonight.
It's hard. It's hard. I had it hard before, raising 3 kids by myself, but it's harder now because they don't understand what's going on. They don't understand we have nothing.
How are you going to pick your life up again? You've got no job, no house. You're living in a tent.
I don't know. I don't know.
And so this is life in all its grim reality in Waveland, a town so devastated that even its railway tracks don't know where they're going.
Jonathan Rugman from the very sad town of Waveland.